Hey, welcome to the channel. We've got a 30-minute rocket core class today. So brief rocket yoga class with an emphasis on core work. We're going to go ahead and get started. Come on up to the top of your mat. And so we want to start to work on that deep breathing, an Ujjayi breath. Just breathing in deep in and out the nose. And trying to get that air to rush against the back of the throat. And as for standing, bring the big toes toward one another. And have a little bit of space there between the heels. And hands to your heart, close your eyes. And we want to use these sun salutations to help get that rhythm going there with the breath. So once you get it going, breathe loud enough so you can hear your own should start to make a little bit of noise there. Flex your quads, and draw your navel in, relax the shoulders. And exhale, relax the arms. Open your eyes, inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, reach down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step to a high push-up. And draw your navel in, lower down, hover, Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing tops of the feet. And downward dog, exhale. Good. So it's our first downward dog here. Just going to get things set up. Have the feet about hip width apart. You want to go about shoulder width with your hands. And those are starting points. So if either one of those don't feel good, you can always go a little bit wider. And let's go ahead and pedal the feet. Bend one knee, bend the other. Just reaching the heel of that straight leg down toward the floor. And start to press both heels back down. Bend the knees, look forward, step the feet up. Inhale, look up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, back up, lift the arms. Exhale, forward fold, back down. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step to plank. And navel in, lower. Upward dog, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Good. And again, listening to your breath, trying to get the length of the inhales and exhales to match one another. So it can help if you inhale to a number, maybe about a 4 or 5. That's whatever you pick, exhaling for the same thing. And let's keep pressing through the hands and take one more deep breath in here. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, step the feet up. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, back up, lift the arms. Exhale, forward fold, back down, number 3. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step, or you can hop back with your elbows bent, lower down. Upward dog, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. So those jump backs are completely optional. And you don't have to do them, you can keep stepping back, lowering down. And if you do jump back, you have at least a little bend in the elbows, or you're jumping all the way back into Chaturanga. Bend your knees, look forward, step or lightly hop the feet up. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, back up, and release, taking your hands to your heart. And let's pause here, take just a few rounds of breath. So as we go through our sun salutations, just pace yourself if you need to stop, take a little bit of rest. And you always got that option for child's pose. Bring the feet to touch, bend your knees, come into chair pose. Exhale, straighten the legs, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step or hop back, high to low push-up. Upward dog, thighs lift. Exhale, downward facing. Right foot steps forward, warrior A. Inhale, lift the arms up. And then release. Exhale, hands to the floor. Right leg back, lower down. Upward facing, shoulders back. Downward dog, exhale. Left foot stepping forward. Inhale, lift the arms up. And exhale, release the hands. Keep exhaling as you lower down to your low push-up. Upward facing. And downward dog. So we're going to start to add a little bit of core work. Instead of downward dog, rock forward, come to a high push-up, and then we're going to hold here. And navel drawing in, wiggle the feet a little bit further back if you need to. Hips staying in one line here with your back. And just a few more rounds of breath here. You can always modify this by taking the knees down to the floor. And press through the palms, try to round that for back just a little bit. And then exhale, send it back, downward facing. Bend the knees, look forward, step or hop up. Inhale, and exhale. Bend the knees, come back to your chair. Exhale, straighten the legs, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or hop it back, low push-up. Upward dog. Downward facing. Right foot forward, warrior A. Inhale, lift the arms, look up. And then release. Hands down, step back, lower. Inhale, look up. Exhale, take it back. Let's change sides, left foot forward. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, hands down, step to plank. Lower down. Inhale, and exhale. Good. And again, rock forward, come back to your high push-up. And so shoulders are roughly over top of wrist. And you got that core engaged here. Quads active, back of the thighs lifting up. And hold here, take just a few more rounds of breath. Exhale, press it back, bend the knees, look forward, step or hop up. Inhale, and exhale. Bend your knees, come back to Utkatasana. Exhale, straighten the legs, forward fold. Inhale, exhale, step or hop it back. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale, downward facing. Right foot forward, warrior A. Inhale, come back up. And then flow, release the hands, step it back, lower down. Inhale, and exhale. Left foot forward. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to the floor, step it back, lower down. Inhale to the back bend. Downward dog, exhale. Yeah, so a little different this time. Rock forward, come back to plank. This time, lower your forearms to the floor. We'll take forearm plank. So again, the feet going a little bit further back here. And again, navel in, and then just look straight down between the forearms. Hold just a little bit longer here. You can modify it if you need to. Otherwise, challenge yourself. Try to keep those knees off of your mat. Lean to one side, straighten an arm. The same thing with the other. Press it back. Bend the knees, look forward. Step or hop your feet up. Inhale and exhale. Bend the knees back to chair. Press to stand, hands to center. So go ahead and step back about a foot from the top of your mat. Yeah, so try to find that rhythm with the breath again and lengthen it out. And bring up the feet all the way to touch, bend the knees. Come back into chair, interlace fingers, palms to ceiling, and try to lower down a little bit further here. So when you go to Utkatasana, in your knees are drawing back toward the heels, and belly button in, look up. Exhale, lower down a little bit more, Ardha Utkatasana, look down toward the feet. And if you can, butt down in line with your knees. And then as you exhale, straighten your legs, forward fold. But from here, drop down to a low squat. Good, so we got our arm balance here, crow pose, Bakasana. Separate your knees to the outside of your arms, hands shoulder width apart here, fingers wide. Lift the heels up, squeeze the knees to the outside of the arms, grip the fingers, look forward, lean forward. Try to pick one foot up, maybe lift that other. And then try to shoot your legs back. Take your vinyasa. And ending back up in downward dog. And just a few deep breaths here. We'll start the right side by bringing the inner edges of the feet to touch. Inhale, lift the right leg back behind you. Turning the toes to the side, lift the leg up. Bend the knee, roll the hip open to face the side. Hold here, take a breath in. Exhale, shift forward to plank. Bring your right arm to the outside of the right leg. Hold it there. Inhale, lift it up higher. Exhale, take it back. Turn and roll the hip open again. Hold here, inhale. Exhale, take it to the outside of the left arm. Inhale, try to lift the knee up higher than the elbow. Exhale, take it back. Turn, roll it open again. Hold, inhale. Exhale, rock forward, nose to knee. Step the foot forward, and we'll stay on the ball of that back foot. Inhale, come all the way up, crescent lunge. Interlace the fingers, turn the palms to the ceiling. And again, come back to that deep breathing. And so you want to have that left heel just as high off of your mat as you can get it. And keeping that core engaged. Start to add a little small back bend here. Reach the arms back. Inhale, separate your hands. And then as you exhale, pivot that back heel to the floor, coming to warrior B. And reach the arms out long, relax the shoulders. And then look right over to your front middle finger. And even your breathing out. And pressing that front knee out toward the pinky toe side of the foot. On the inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, let's take triangle pose, reaching with that right arm. So just let it drop down anywhere on that leg, above or below the knee. Or if you're going to the floor, try to go to the pinky side of the leg there. And if you want to use a block, you can always use props whenever you need them. And then as you exhale, take revolved triangles. So the left hand dropping down, either side of the foot, right thumb to the hip. Roll that right hip back, reach the arm up. If you don't have a block, but you need one, floor is a little bit too far away. Sometimes just taking the hand to the top of the foot's all the extra height there that you need. And let's try to keep that back heel planted into the floor. And then again, gaze is focused to one single spot. With your next exhale, look down, release the right hand to the floor. Step the left leg back to where it was before, bend the right knee. Forearm to thigh, inhale left arm. Exhale, extend it out. So we can add a little bit more core work here. Let that right arm go. Reach both hands out. And then try to rotate, try to turn the left side of the chest a little bit further open there. Just imagine like you're trying to hold one of those big exercise balls. Take another breath in, reach further. And then as you exhale, bring your palms to touch and then twist. Hook that left arm to the outside of the right leg. You may have to adjust that back foot in a little bit and you can shorten your stance. And looking up. And right side of the hip drawing further back on the exhales. If you want to do straight arm version, you can go either side of the foot. And as you exhale, release, take your hands to the floor. Step back to a three-legged dog. Keep the right leg lifted up in the air. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, lower down. Both feet to the floor. Bring your back bend. And downward dog, exhale. Good. So again, take rest whenever you need rest. If you're still with it, rock forward, come to a high push-up. Drop your forearms to the floor. Let's come back to that forearm plank. So again, for most people, you're probably going to need to wiggle the feet a little bit further back here. And navel drawing in. And trying to Not have the hips lifted up too high or let them sag down too much. And gaze goes right down between your forearms, so you keep that length there through your neck. And again, stick with your breath here. Even start to press through the forearms a little bit, broaden the shoulders. See if you can hold here for 3. Hold for 2. Let's take one more breath in. And exhale, let it out. And lean to one side. Take a palm to the floor, lean to the opposite side, press it back, downward facing. And about 5 rounds of breath. And resting in child's pose if you need rest. And if you're still in downward dog, with each inhale you take, trying to press the floor a little bit further away. On the inhales, and then as you exhale, drawing the heels closer down. Start the other side, bring the feet together. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Turn the toes to the side. Bend the knee, roll it open. Take a breath in. Exhale, shift forward, left knee to the outside of the left arm. Inhale, lift it up higher. Exhale, take it back, turn, roll the hip open. Hold here, inhale. Exhale, take it to the opposite arm. Inhale, lift it up higher. Exhale, take it back, roll it open. Hold again, inhale. Exhale, rock forward, nose to knee. Step the foot all the way forward. Stand the ball of that back foot. Inhale, lift up, crescent. Interlaced fingers, palms to ceiling. And again, if you want to, you can lower down a little bit more here into the hip. And just trying to lift the gaze up to the hands. Last few deep breaths here. Inhale, separate them. Exhale, warrior B. Yeah, so settle in here. Crescent to warrior B should be a pretty good amount of distance that's the same. So the distance you needed from crescent to warrior B may not be too much change there, but again, you can adjust if you need it. And lower down a little bit further. As you go down a little bit more, try to keep this knee relatively over top of the ankle. Inhale, straighten the front leg. Exhale, reach forward. And your hamstrings will tell you when it's time to stop. And lowering that hand down. And spread the fingers really wide there on that right hand. Reach the hand up higher. Try to draw the shoulder away from your chin. Then as you exhale, turn it into that twist, revolve triangle. And you can shorten the distance here if you need to. Right hand to the floor, left arm spinning open. And turning the chest to face this left leg. And the left side of the hip drawing just a little bit further back on the exhale. And then with your next exhale, look down, release. Let's set up for extended side angle, forearm to thigh, right arm up. Reaching it out. And again, we make it a little bit more challenging here, letting the support of that left arm go. And again, right side of the chest rolls open. Just try to look out here to your palms. And keeping the inner edge of that back heel down on your mat. And with your next exhale, bring the palms to touch. Twisting right elbow outside of left leg. So you can stack the palms, or I usually take a fist here with the bottom hand and then just use my left palm to cup it. And looking up toward the ceiling over that left shoulder. And take one more breath in. On the exhale, release the hands. We'll take it back, three-legged dog, left leg lifted. And we'll flow through that vinyasa. Rock forward, inhale. Exhale, lower. Both feet to the ground, upward dog. Downward facing, exhale. Walk your hands to the back of your mat. So we'll take a little ragdoll pose here. Your feet about hip width apart, peace fingers to the big toes, and a fairly good bend here in the knees. Inhale, exhale, relax. So bring as much bend into the knees as you need to. So this stays a resting pose. You're not really getting a hamstring stretch out of it. You shake the head yes, shake it no. And with your next exhale, bend the knees a little bit more. Try to step on the hands, toes toward the wrist. Inhale, look up. Exhale, lean a little further forward. And work on broadening the shoulders. And trying to let the elbows bend a little bit out to the side. Let the hands go. Take a breath in, look up. Exhale, hands to hips, chin to your chest. Inhale, slowly start to come back up. Lift up high onto the tiptoes, arms overhead. Good, heels up, hold for 5, 4, 3, heels up, 2. Lift up a little bit higher, last breath in. And exhale, release, set it back down. Good, and come back up to the top of your mat. We're gonna make our way down to the floor. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Go ahead and finish this vinyasa here on your own. And jumping back or leaving that part out. And then come through to seated. So let's start with the left leg straight out in front. Pull the right foot in pretty close. Give yourself about a hand's distance between your foot and your thigh. Inhale, lift the right arm up. Exhale, reach toward the foot. And you can hold your foot or you can wrap the arm around the shin. Inhale, exhale, lean forward. Go a little bit over here to the left. And so as you lean to the left, trying to get that right sit bone to lift up off of your mat. And really pressing the back of that left leg down into the floor. Inhale, sit up. So release, turn to a twist, Mrityasana C, right hand on the ground behind you. Inhale, left arm. Exhale, twist. And look over to the right shoulder. And so same thing here. You can start to press this arm against the outside of that thigh, lifting that right glute up a little bit. And inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Lower down to your forearms, lift the legs up in there. So keep your lower back connected with your mat throughout this whole sequence here. Again, navel in, lower back pressing down. Look towards your feet, point your toes. Lower the right leg down, hold there. Switch the legs. Switch. And keep that belly button drawing in, switch. Flex your feet this time, switch again. Switch. Switch. Keep the legs as straight as you can here. Lower both legs down. Inhale, reach the legs back up. Reach your hands up towards your toes. And then interlace the hands behind the head. So try to avoid pulling and cranking here on your neck. We'll keep the elbows up wide and the chin up. And connect the lower back with the floor. Lift the shoulders off of your mat, point your toes, lower right leg down. Switch the legs. Switch again, make sure you're still working on that deep breath. Switch. If this is too hard, you can bring your head and shoulders to the floor. Flex the feet, switch. We're almost there, switch. Getting a little closer, switch. Lower both legs down. Point your toes this time. Little scissors, one foot in front of the other. Lift the legs up. Take them back down. Good. Scissor the legs back up. Reach your hands up towards your feet. Grab behind your thighs if you need to. Rock yourself up. Try to catch yourself here in Navasana. Cross the legs, take your hands forward, roll through Vinyasa. Coming back down to seated. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Marichyasana A and then C. Right leg out, left foot in. Inhale, lift the left arm. Exhale, reach forward. And you can hold that leg or you can work on your bind. Inhale, exhale, lean forward. So if you're binding, use your left arm here. Press against the shin. Try to draw this right shoulder forward. And take one more breath here, folding a little further. Inhale, sit back up. Release. Let's take the twist, left hand on the ground. Inhale, right arm. Exhale, twist. Again, try to draw that belly button in so you can twist around just a little bit more here. Let's take one more round of breath. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Lower down to your forearms again. Lift the legs up in the air. Again, press your lower back into your mat. Point your toes. Lower right leg down. Hold there. Switch. Switch again. Switch the feet. Flex in this time. Switch. Switch. Switch again. Lower back presses into your mat. Lower both legs down. Scissors this time. Point your toes one foot in front of the other. Lift the legs up. Scissor them back down. Bring it back up. Reach your hands up towards your toes when you get to the top. Flexing the feet, open the legs out wide. Bring your palms together. Reach your hands between your legs. We're going to work on some crunches here with legs out wide. Trying to keep your legs in the same position and your thumbs below the knees. And looking toward the hands, take a breath in. And then exhale, let's move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale, lift the legs up. Grab behind your thighs here, rock up. Let's try to find boat pose again. Cross the legs, roll through. Last vinyasa. And coming back down, comfortable seated position. So cross legs, or if you want to sit on your heels, you can do that. Interlace the hands behind you, make a fist. Slide the hands down, look up. Exhale, forward fold, arms off the back. Stay in the forward fold, just let the arms rest on the back. Then come back up, comfortable seated position. Just let your hands rest here in your lap. Close your eyes. And again, work on evening the breath out. Sit up tall here, lift through the crown of the head. The back of the skull, drawing back just a little bit there. And relax your shoulders. Just relax the belly. Letting the tongue drop down from the roof of the mouth. And last few rounds of deep breath. And go ahead and lie down on your back. Set up for relaxation. And taking your legs out long, your feet can go about to the edges of the mat. Palms face up either side of the hips. Just close your eyes, relax. And take your time, start to make your way back up to a comfortable seated position. And take your hands to your heart. Thanks for coming. Namaste. Have a great rest of your day. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that class. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to get a new short form class every week. And if you like what you see and you want to support me, go become a member at theyogamat.com. You'll get unlimited live virtual classes every week and access to our on-demand library with over 500 classes in it. Have a great day. Namaste.